Ozempic, you will not mess with my family. Those bears will stay fat and rotund in shape. Hi again, guys, and it's Pride Month, and almost 2 years ago now, we looked at some terrible Pride Month ads that companies were spreading, just in an effort to get us to buy more Burger King bottom Whoppers. I was planning on making it a yearly thing, but I was away last year for, reasons. So this year, instead of making it all just corny corporate ads, which don't worry, there'll be plenty of those, I also wanted to peruse some general Pride memes or jokes that, make me laugh. Especially the self-inflicted homophobic ones, because being hateful towards myself is comedy gold. Has been since the dawn of time. This video is probably super clickbait, saying some shit like, Pride Month is awful or something, and thus bring the exact opposite audience it's intended for into the wings. But hopefully, because we're hating gay people ironically, those folk can also read it as genuine and get a kick out of this too. Schrodinger's bigotry means there's a little something for everyone. If you enjoy this video, this card at the end will take you to said previous Pride Month video. And did you know only 20% of y'all are subscribed with notifications on? If you sub and hit the bell icon, you'll never miss an upload, and you can always undo it later. Oh my, dude, someone was looking at their iPhone storage, and their behavior was unwittingly gay. The grinder as the 1,407 gigabytes and last used today is a nice touch. I will say though, Apple is getting sneaky with how they're supporting the wokies. They're a part of the machine now, but let's be honest, they've always been fruity. Apple, someone even took a bite out of them. Hell, the OG Mac logo even had a rainbow. These guys were compromised from the start. I don't recognize the Bark or Grokio apps, but is it safe to assume those are also gay related? I don't know, I just don't see them being included in a meme like this if they weren't also supposed to be a joke in themselves. You think name sound-alikes would upload this image? Is it gay to cuddle boys and then it was like me, cis hetero, and then like the rest of the story's blocked out because you know where this is going. There are just so many stories like that from 4chan, like you know what's coming from it at this point. If it has an anime pic and somebody questioning their sexuality and or gender, it's gonna have the same spiel. They might even do an update post down the line where they're like, edit, I was gay. You think it's something in the water over on 4chan? With the reputation that site has, it's kind of surprising the queer presence it has. I've heard people categorized as 4chan gays and Reddit gays and Twitter gays and how they're all different in nature. We are shaped by the platforms we live on. Happy Pride Month, you know what time it is. Oh, do I. Man, what a great thing to see. All these upstanding businesses standing for queer rights. You got the great guys at Umbrella Corporation, you got the Shinra Corporation, LexCorp, and Skynet. Man, it's really good to be seen. Abstergo, Black Mesa, Aperture, man, these are all the guys I love consuming the products of and giving my data to. To be fair, the SCP Foundation probably would have been rounding us up as anomalies like a few decades ago. Back in the day, if you were gay, that was considered supernatural and freaky. I mean, we don't have superpowers for nothing. 5 pride flags. Full sets for LGBTQ, $30. Full sets for straight people, $100. I will be checking. Don't think you can fool me. Yeah, this person can see right through you. Probably under their killer lashes too, but it is kind of an inconvenience for the LGBT though, because at least straight people can hand you a single $100 bill, but no matter what combination of money you choose, it's gonna take at least 2 separate bills to pay the $30, man. If you pay in cash, that 1 second of inconvenience can make the whole difference between running into the love of your life and just passing them on the street. How will he spill his coffee on me if I'm not exactly where I need to be? That said, how are you checking? The person that they're trying to vet is exclusively attracted to a gender that the guy checking is not. Is he just gonna take them at their word, or is he just gonna give them straight person prices? I mean, either way, it's still worth the 100 USD. Like, look at those lashes, oh my gosh. A man avoids walking up the gay stairs, and as a result, he ended up making himself look gayer than any single one of us. He slid on a longer pole than any man ever has before, I'm pretty sure. He just grinded on it with his whole body, making flush contact, just crawling up and on his hands and knees. Man, watching that shit was downright erotic. How do you think other people watching felt having to see that? To be fair, this is also a really funny sight gag that a gay person would do to make fun of someone unironically doing it. Either way, I'm just kind of disappointed by the technique of the dude trying to do that. Like, even Symmetra from Overwatch just does it so much better.
How unsightly.
I have no idea how they lined up the voice clip, just unsightly. She's a gay person, stank faces, ugh! Listen, I hate her as a former and recovering Genji main. Even if Overwatch isn't something worth being invested enough to hate, Genji used his big-ass sword to carve out a piece of my heart. At least she perfected the technique of stepping over gay people. As a dude who likes men, I will never forgive what they did to Genji's ass between the first game and the second. Took away the shapeliness and the bits of his design that really accented the fact they're there. You put sweatpants on him and you don't even give him a bulge? What's up with that, man? This is the closest thing I have to a picture of multiple colors. Take it or leave it. Ooh, man, we have a spec'd out skill chart. This is actually incredibly accurate. The type of queer you are is actually how you spec'd out your character stats at the start of your life. Jokes aside, the rainbow obviously has other meanings than, you know, gay, but in a lot of people's minds, it's really tied entirely to gay shit, and it makes for very funny things to point at and call gay if it has enough colors in it. For example, the G in G-Sup stands for gay. Look how many different colors of flavors they have here. Such a wide variety. And you know, I actually have a discount code that'll get you 10% off. Using code Kwite is basically the same if the discount code was queer. Very interchangeable terms here. It would get you 10% off your order, and it would actually really help out the channel if you want to give it a shot. I genuinely use their products every day. I don't think a single video I've made ever since I started working with them has been made without some formula they develop running through my veins. It's very easy to promote something when you can give a genuine glowing endorsement. See guys, I can make cringe corporate ads too. Ugh, these fucking guys, stop fucking deleting your posts, bro. Stand by your business. Okay, it was like a Smirnoff Pride Parade thing. It is true. There is a lot of fruity Smirnoff flavors. I kind of rock with those mango ones the most. The thing is, the better they make those Smirnoff Ice taste, the more dangerous it is when you try to ice your friends as a joke. Oop, it's Demon Month. You see, if you spell Pride Month without any spaces between it, and then you take it down to the center, what's at the core of the word, it's a demon. Which kind of goes hard because I'm pretty sure plenty people would like to say they're devilish in the sheets. People trying to make homophobic propaganda are really good at making gay people seem cooler than they are. Like, let's be honest, most of y'all some indoor shut-in dorks. At least the ones I hang around are, because I'm one of those gay people. You tend to congregate around people that you're like. There's probably like some really cool ones out there who put everything that we're doing to shame. Actually, there's definitely one. I'm gonna put a definitive absolute on that. This is Slenderman's gay cousin, Michael. I will never not laugh at the just really terrible macros, clearly scribbled over other text that they're hastily trying to cover up. I know it's intentional these days, but it's great meta. It's kind of fucked up that Slenderman's brother, Michael, just left Springtrap to die. In the fictional universe, in real life, he's my loving husband. If you look at the whole Slender family tree, the whole thing is actually very queer. You got Michael over here, and you got Slenderman's cousin on the other side of his family, I like Menderman, and then you have the token bear, not so Slenderman. Even the man part is in question these days. Collect my pronouns. This is one of Twitter's best accounts by virtue of just telling people to collect his pages or whatever else in a given situation. Anytime a tweet of an account like this has popped up on my For You page, I don't think I haven't liked it a single time. What can I say? I'm really down with the propaganda, man. June is not Pride Month. It's the month when people on the internet who have never been in IRL LGBT spaces or have IRL LGBT friends will be like, queer people need to stop sucking and fucking during pride parades. And then when you go to a parade, instead of seeing the promised sucking and fucking, you get pelted with gay pens from Bank of America. You know, if it was gonna be any particular bank, that one probably makes the most sense. Bank of America shortens literally to BOFA. That's what they refer to themselves as. BOFA, as in BOFA D's, you know, the thing you put in your mouth if you're gay. Am I a fake gay because I never went to Pride? Is there like a Discord Pride server so I can just like go in there and say I went to a Pride event? Bro, I'm not getting away from this screen. I do not have the actual courage to live that loud. Look at me. Look at this incredibly handsome face that is actually what I look like. Anybody telling me to rip it off is full of shit. Happy Pride Month from the Halo team. Embrace love, diversity, and inclusion by equipping the Unity 24 armor coating, nameplate, and emblem in Halo Infinite this June. Is it only available for June? Because that seems to be the pattern with these kind of products. They go away and we don't hear a peep out of y'all until next year, which, you know, probably fair. I wouldn't want to talk about me much either. Let's stand together in honoring our LGBT community and forging a future of unity and acceptance for all. All these armors probably cost hundreds of dollars on the item shop. That said, skin's not half bad. I kind of like that fractal pattern. With how rainbows are basically associated wholeheartedly with gay people these days, it's hard for me to see all those colors at the same time and not just think, gay. This actually just looks a little more like UV rays. That said, it is very funny that since they first tweeted this, the replies were turned off. They were not risking shit. I mean, hey, you gotta give it to the guys at Halo. It feels like they don't listen to the people who play their games very often, but you gotta give it to them. They know how they are at least a little bit. Here's an ad they put on our kiosks at work. Look at these two phallic-shaped bottles just clinking tips. What are you doing, man? That's kind of zesty, size fruity, man. And these dudes are holding these shaped things in their hands? Oh, it's kinda gay. Also, did we add the yellow and purple triangles to the pride flag this year? I don't really mind it. You kind of expect a new permutation of the pride flag every year. I'm more happy to see some locally sourced content in the reply. Somebody actually was in the field and saw something gay and reported back to us. Now that's journalism right there, baby. Oh, and I think we got another one. I saw this at a bargain store and almost started crying. Uno, play with pride. And then they put like a little multicolored heart on one of the cards. I mean, this is actually kind of perfect for me because now I can call my friend a slur over Uno, but it'll be officially endorsed by the game. I personally think it should be a Pride exclusive wild card that you have to say a slur or draw 20 more cards. I know what I'm doing every single fucking time. Fish. This dude did not even try. That fish soundbite is just gonna live in my head for the rest of my life. It's kind of over for me. I'm cooked. Like, this dude didn't even make this fish a rainbow. He just sent in a fish. Just because you saw a video of a guy getting a fish job floating around on Twitter 8 years ago and it traumatized you does not make getting a fish job part of the queer community. I might be projecting here. I'm gonna reel back my expectations and personal issues and assume this person was putting this here completely out of context because it's funny like that. And I mean, the fact it only had 6 views is unfortunately very funny to me after having made the Bass Pro video. It gets like this after I do big videos. For months after, I was like a sleeper cell where iceberg was the trigger for it. Now it's fish, which people say even more often than iceberg, so I'm tactically screwed. When you're bisexual, I have seen this wolf in so many different contexts, and it has never failed to make just instant sense to me. Like, yeah, this is literally me. This is how I feel when I'm bisexual. I don't know how they captured that feeling. You can just kind of feel that blue and magenta and weirdly colored purple flowing through your veins. Speaking of, I see a lot of people say that when they were deciding if they identified with bisexual or pansexual, they picked bi because they liked the flag more. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the bi flag very much, and I identify with that. It's like, bro, you need to take the purple that's on the non-binary flag and put it in the middle where the shitty little purple is on the bi flag. The pan flag is like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, bro. It's Sonic Hero. Sonic Hero. Oh, dude, that was a fucking rough run of autism. Sorry I had to see that. Hey, just so you know, I'm not gay or anything. This is Grindr, my guy. I guess people who are lactose intolerant can't walk down the fucking dairy aisle? I'm just looking. Like, yeah, dude, you're not really being respectful of his journey. Let him figure it out on his own time. Everyone is moving through life at their own pace, and you have a Soul Eater Krona avatar, so I know exactly what kind of person you are. I'm not even gonna elaborate, and I know the person watching, when they hear this part, are gonna immediately connect to some arbitrary meaning that we're like, oh my god, he's right. So yeah, don't judge, buddy. The thing you're thinking I'm talking about right now, it's nothing you haven't thought about yourself before. Probably because it'll come to mind because you've thought of it before. Okay, I'm doing this because it's obligatory and you won't shut up if I don't. Whenever I ask for examples of something even slightly cringe, you guys always list me as an example. It's multiple ones of you all the time. Like, if you go to the last Pride video, you will see the same joke made in the replies there. You guys are so fucking lazy. You think I recycle tweets? Look at you. Look at the mirror. I'm putting it at the end here so you will have to endure my tirade if you want the validation of me acknowledging the fact that you said it. Also, now you have to sit through me gassing up my own content. This was a Kwite original, if you can believe it. They're very rare to find in the wild these days. Almost extinct. Asexuals are kind of bisexual too. They be like, bisex. That's a stroke of genius I will never recreate in my lifetime. Probably one of my best tweets, just pure creativity put to physical form. And because of that, I'm going to leave this video off on a high note, for once. That card I mentioned should be on screen. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see y'all next time.